Hello there, YouTube. Welcome to Thursday, the 12th of August already. It's actually 1 degree cooler this morning than it was yesterday. They're looking, I think they're predicting 99 here in Toledo, and I haven't looked to see what they're going to do in Vancouver. It's just going to be a hot day. Well, that's cool, the jet flying by. Perfect path. They come right over us. And you'll always see the northbound ones. We don't see the southbound. That's really cool. All right, let's start off a Thursday. Let's get it going before it gets too hot. Well, Mom,
yes,
this is gonna be the warmest day of the week.
Yep.
It's just gonna be what it's gonna be, whether you like it or not.
It's gonna be hot.
Ain't a
You just gotta take
whole lot of anything you can do about it.
Nope. Take it like a man.
Yeah. All right. Have yourself a wonderful Thursday, and
You too.
I'll see you when I come up to get a cup of mud or parts or something.
Or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
All righty.
All right.
Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you, baby.
Bye now.
Bye.
She's hot.
Yes. Very hot.
Let's roll, Mama.
All right.
So they diverted us off the freeway. There was a fire we seen yesterday as well. Ooh, the heat coming off of that is something else.
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty crazy. But it had just happened and we didn't get stopped by it.
Yeah.
And we're looking in the rearview mirror, and I mean, it was kicking. Something fierce. The freeway was stopped. That's why Waze diverted us back this way yonder. A Grom. Gotta love the Groms. I think it's pretty safe to assume after all these years Ryan's not coming back for his lawnmower deck. Or his lawnmower, I got that in there. But it doesn't work anymore as a lawnmower because he welded the shaft. He made a little racer out of it. You guys remember years ago I did a video of chasing him down on that little CRF 100 or XR 100? That drives Sasha absolutely crazy as them bunnies running around. She loves them bunnies. Look at her over there. That's what she's doing. She's eyeballing them bunnies. Car sitting out here because we got another one of those Black & Decker portable air conditioners, little 5,000 BTU one for the inside the house or our bedroom. Took me forever to dig the old air conditioner out, rearrange stuff, get in there. It's sitting there in a nice, neat place, and it is unbelievably quiet. There's no way that air conditioner can be working that good at that low of a volume. And it's a 3-speed, just like the 10,000 BTU that's running in the garage. Are you trying to get my attention there, Abby? All I hear is yeah. It's still 91 degrees out here. And along with the heat, the skies above have shifted to smoke. Actually, in Vancouver, you can see it at ground level, but it's pretty thick. Higher up like it is here. Definitely making it seem darker than what it really is. But man, making for some incredible sunsets. It's amazing. When we pulled in today, there was hardly any barking. All the dogs were almost completely silent. There was no fire left in them. They were heated out. Tomorrow's not supposed to be as bad, but it ain't gonna be a whole lot cooler. It didn't get nowhere near as hot in Vancouver. It was well, it was 108 in the car, but that's sitting out there on that blacktop. And once we got going, it was lower. So it wasn't bad. But the humidity, I think at one point it says the real feel was like 115. And that's pretty much what it felt like too. Thick as thieves. Some smoke clouds coming in is kind of holding that moisture in. Man, Boy, was I busy at work today. Holy moly. At this point, I can safely say just stay away from the twin Spyders. The RSs are really cool. We've seen the intake manifolds rot on them as well when they just sit. They're just sitting there rotting. Those old twins, you ride them until they're done running and you go for a new one. But the new ones don't have any of those weird things. I have seen some water pumps on the new ones. Crazy rare. And it usually happens early on, so I think it was just, a bad part. And they're an assembly. This one, you got to take the whole right side of the motor apart. The water pump is actually built into the right clutch cover, not the clutch plate access cover, but the main clutch cover. It's a big job. So I was doing that today. It's been busy. Ryan's still out, and he goes through way more Spyders than I do, so that's creating kind of a backlog for us. And a lot of work for me. I don't have time to film or goof off, nothing. Yesterday, I had to test ride that Riker, so that was my break. It was nice to sit down and just drive and chit chat with you guys. Today, it was go, go, go. There's no time for filming. Sometimes you have those days. But it was still 101. We were coming home, and I thought, I'm not into going for a ride. Breathe in some of this smoke haze. It was way worse than what it is now. It's lightening up a little bit. Look at that little piece of sun is sneaking through a hole in the trees behind me and hitting that barn. I've just been watching that thing getting better and better looking. It's turning red. I like it. It's funny how that thing sees over those trees. Danny, I don't know how you keep crawling under all the cars and you haven't found a catalytic converter yet. You're gonna look like Richard Pryor flying out of from underneath that thing. You goofy mutt. So I have the new tabs for the Slim, which are due this month, and the Iron, which were already due. I haven't put them on. So I was driving dirty the other day. It's all right. A little small town. I brought the keys for these two out too because I'm gonna have to drag them forward to get in there and put the tabs on. So I was shocked that 5,000 BTU that I got for the bedroom, it's literally the exact same size. The dimensions and everything are the same. It's noticeably quieter. It's a 3-speed fan as well. That iHome one, it's only a 2-speed, but it don't matter. Everything works so good. But anyway, I was hoping the one for the bedroom was going to be considerably smaller, considering this is 10,000 BTU versus 5,000 BTU. But she's in there working like a rock star at the moment. The old Iron, that's the worst thing this time of year, is all the tabs start coming due on the bikes. And now I got spread out. The Royal Enfields were in January, and I don't know, was it February or April? I don't know when it was when I bought my Himalayan. So the GT and the GT was kind of a surprise. The DR is due in March. I bought that early. I bought that the same year I bought this. Earlier. When I bought this, I still had the 1200 low. Oh, the DR. And this thing was only 5 months old at the time when I bought it. It had 137 miles on it. And the guy never rode it. Gas was old in it, and had to flush the carburetor, and well, you got to make adjustments on these old carburetors anyway, so I was going to be in there anyhow. But and then right after I got this, I bought that 72 that came in on trade. That was a nice bike, that 72, really nice. It just kind of wasn't my thing. I felt too flashy on it and stuff. So what's funny is when I'd ride the Iron around, like you go into Chehalis and Trail, you they wouldn't wave at you until the last second. They weren't sure what was coming up at them, but they'd wave at that 72 right away. And I thought, man, that's too recognizable as some dude on a Harley, you know. I don't want to like fit some mold or something, but I loved the bike, absolutely loved it. And I was going to had all those plans to, I was going to turn it into like a 48. I was going to put low bars and I was going to change everything around. I already had the plans. It's funny, every once in a while I keep all my notes and stuff. I'll come across the notes of all the stuff. I already had part numbers down. You know, most of the stuff was Harley stuff that I was able to work with, and there was some accessory things. I was going to make, because I seen some other guys that made kind of, you know, cafe bikes out of a Sportster 72, or it looked that way. I'm sure it's probably considered a bobber or something, but anyway, it looked really good. I was going to do that to it. And then that 2002 Road King showed up, and I didn't know that much on the 72, so I just they made me a deal. We swapped straight across. The bank charged me for you know, switching the loan. They charged me $500 for the thing, so it cost me $500 well, it didn't cost me because it came off the loan, but out of pocket $500 to swap between the 72 and that Road King. Sure wish I'd have kept that Road King. Man, by the time I traded that thing in, I didn't know hardly anything on it. I was afraid to go through a winter and things get tight, because that Street Glide Special, she was pretty spendy. Anyway, I'm gonna flop some tabs on these right quick and call it a day. Sorry for the light vlog. It's been so overwhelming at work. I need to get the MDX in here too. I don't want it to sit too long and do a cold start on it, which ain't gonna hurt anything, because tomorrow morning we're gonna take off again and drive all the way to work and back. So if you know you're gonna ride them, that doesn't hurt it. But that's risky to do with motorcycles, because I've done a short run to test something on a motorcycle. It was like this. I had finished those exhausts, and I thought, I'm not even gonna fire it, because I know I'm not gonna ride it right now, and I can't guarantee I'm gonna ride it right away. So sure love this old gal. It's just one of those bikes that never gets old. It's always fun. And then the ever crazy pleasurable to ride Slim. And then the touring, that's when you go in luxury out there. Luxury with no fluffy stuff. No nav, none of that stuff. I love it. Like Kelly and I coming back from riding at Pan America. I've gone that route I don't know how many times, somehow or another. I got myself all kinds of messed up. So I wasn't going to pull my phone out. And I go, well, that's definitely west. So if that's west, there's south. We knew which direction to go. I said, we're going to run into something. And it actually popped up in Toledo, I think it was. Start seeing signs for that. I said, well, I'll just go into there. But that was fun, getting lost for a little bit. All right. Get the little woman here and say goodbye. Man, come out here. It is humid hot out here.
It's very hot.
It's just sticky. Man.
It's a lot better than earlier, because I was just melting.
Yeah, when it was saying a real feel of 115, that was just like, it was like no oxygen in the air.
Yeah.
The heat wasn't so bad. It was just like you couldn't breathe in it, it seemed like. That was thick.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt down there, he took off, test rode a Riker Rally and the Spider RT. And I said, don't go too fast, man. I said, you look back, there'll be a contrail running behind you.
No kidding.
That's crazy how thick it was. He come back on that Riker ride, and that wasn't even fully hot there. His face is just red. I said, what's a little warm out there? And he goes, oh yeah, plenty warm. That's crazy. Tomorrow's supposed to be pretty much the same. I think a couple of degrees less peak. And then it's going to start cooling off for the weekend, I reckon. Or is it? Good. Maybe? Yeah? No?
Yeah, it's supposed to only be in the 90s.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, that'll be... have to
still be hot.
Have to wear a hoodie or something in that weather.
Oh, I know it.
I know we go on about that, but it's so, as you guys know, it's very unusual around here. We always cry when it gets hot.
Yeah.
Not crying, it's just interesting because everybody's talking about it. Like, Jesus Christ.
It's just not that hot around
Air
here.
conditioners not working. They don't have air conditioners because you're in the Northwest, you don't need air conditioners.
Yeah.
This year has proved otherwise. We've had some hot ones before. It's usually like one day.
Yeah.
You know, not just lingering on, you know. But that thing in the bedroom, I had a window open for so long. It's still held to 80, but she's having her first run's having to fight to get it back down now. The nice thing about those, they're so quiet, and then they just pause and just turn off in between.
Yeah. That's really nice.
You'll hear the compressor go off, and it runs for a little bit to cool itself down, you know, and all of a sudden, just silence. Then it'll come on, the fan runs for just a few moments, then the condenser kicks in. It just keeps this nice, even temperature. I love what it does at the garage. I love what it does in the house. There need to be one in the bedroom as well. You got to have the special bedroom one.
I know.
I like it cold when I sleep. She gets in there, she's balled up in them covers like an Eskimo over there, just nodded. Oh, it's so cold in here. And then in the middle of the night, Sasha's laying up there with us. She always sleeps with us. And here's Kelly, not a cover on, and I'm freezing and jumping in the cover. Because I go, yeah. He goes, you talk about how cold it is. You're literally just no covers on you.
Well, after you lay there for a little bit, you get hot.
Yeah. And I'll throw the covers on her. I'll look a little bit later. Whoosh, she's got them back off again. You just think you're cold. It's all in your head. Well,
Yeah,
you're actually
just in my head.
just as warm as I am. All right. I think on that, we're going to roll on it.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give your thumbs up. And you guys have a wonderful Friday or Saturday.
Always some log truck or something has to come by.
Always.
How loud that is. You know, it's not like the leaves are all gone out of the trees. Why is the sound traveling? Sounds like it's literally going through the tree farm over there. Sounds like it's right next to us. Anyway, we'll see you in the morning.
See you then.
It'll be one more day of the MDX.
Yes.
Thank you. And then the old battle wagon comes back out to play.
Yes, it does.
She gets stowed away and stays nice and comfy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thanks again.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.